Welcome to Villa Park and Aston Villa versus Manchester United, match day 2 in the Barclays Premier League, and it's one that in particular my good friend Merv's YT13 is looking forward to, probably somewhere in that fourth end over there. As you can see, the 12th man, indeed they are, and Aston Villa have caused problems for United in the past, and one game in particular, a certain Federico Makeda made his Manchester United debut and scored. Unfortunately, he's not with the Manchester United anymore, so unfortunately nothing much came after that for him. Unfortunate, really. Another debutant makes his, a new signing makes his debut rather. Tin Yadnev from Bayer Leverkusen, a very versatile defender. Not only plays at centre-back but full-back as well. So is he really the answer United need? He's only 19, don't forget though. Brad Guzan starts in goal for Villa, and Tim Sherwood with Hutton, Okor, Richards and Amavi. Sanchez, Armada, Van Holt, Westwood and Rava are the midfield. Jordan Arnew himself up front. Sergio Romero starts in goal for United once again. Damian Smalling is joined by new signing Yednev and Shaw. A couple of changes in the side from lost at Tottenham. Carrick comes in, and the front three is the same as it was against Spurs as well. Rooney and Herrera join Carrick. Jordan Arnew was, I believe, the scorer in Manchester United's game against Bournemouth, in which they drew 1-0. Manchester United losing 1-0 to Spurs due to a defensive breakdown, more or less. Sergio Romero was great after that, saved everything else. And unfortunately, it's a to a loss. Carrick comes in for Aaron Henwood in a change, and Yednev comes in for Paddy McNair in another one. So it'll be interesting to see how Yednev plays. He's a fullback as well as a centre-back, so he can cover all the positions. So it really is what Manchester United are looking for, but to put that much pressure on a 19-year-old is not advised, really. But in any case, let's see if he's up to the task. Like this. Manchester United's problem against Spurs was keeping the ball, and in some ways even getting the ball. As you saw, Manchester United just could not get anywhere near the ball. Tottenham were passing it around very crisply. It was almost like watching Barcelona out there, which was rather strange, but you've got to give it to Tottenham. It caused Manchester United problems. Christian Eriksen was the goal scorer. Unfortunately, that was the end of the goals, but Manchester United barely making a chance in that game, and already Yednev is left standing by Carlos Sanchez. Chase after him though. Here's Westwood. Aston Villa, Tim Sherwood, all about the youth here as well as Manchester United. Youth United, so many youngsters are in this first team or the bench. Here's Ayew to Westwood, and Jordan Arnew is a great save from Romero onto the post. And Jordan Arnew is already causing some issues. It's a good save from Romero onto the post and out of play. Great save. Fantastic save from the man bought from Sampdoria. Is he a replacement for David De Gea, perhaps? Headed out by Carrick. Maybe another corner. Corner whipped in. Amar, Richards, and a good save by Romero again. And another chance is denied for Aston Villa. It's headed from Ashley Westwood, and that's a good save by Romero once again. Looking the part in this first half as Westwood steps up for the corner. And Westwood headed back in again. And is it another corner? Referee is signalling a goal kick. And finally, Manchester United can get it away. And Damian is going up to the flag just to get the ball out. I don't know what he's doing there. Right with the goal kick. Down to Memphis Depay, who didn't really feature much in the game against Tottenham, but really made a name for himself there. Great move. And here is Depay. Good save from Guzan. Back in by Rudy. Great save from Guzan again. A good double save. the Aston Villa goalkeeper. And Rudy was offside anyway. Supposedly, yeah. Not by much, but he's definitely off. But Guzan was still up to the task. Oh, bad touch by Okor, and Berahino is going to pick it up. And he's going to have a... He's probably faced Aston Villa a couple of times in his time in a derby there. And he's going to face Aston Villa in a Manchester United shirt. I would have thought anyone would say that. Here's Berahino. And he puts it wide. Well, he barely got the ball against Spurs, but he's already got it within 12 minutes here. And as we mentioned in the last matchup, there is a big loss for Manchester United, and who would have thought it? The biggest U-turn in probably ever from Manchester United to PSG. It's Angel Di Maria. Such controversy about it, and Angel Di Maria coming under very criticism in the mid part of his year at United, and it pretty much fell apart from there, and as well as led to his move to PSG. But it's still going to hurt United. I really think they should have tried harder to keep hold of him, but unfortunately they didn't. And they started as they mean to go on. They did lose against Spurs. It wasn't really... It was rather unfortunate, just a defensive breakdown more than anything else. And Herrera, good save from Guzan. And Ashley Young was pressuring MV to put it out of play. Manchester United are banging on the door, but Brad Guzan is producing some really good saves. The goalkeepers are having a say here. Young with the corner. Then Guzan comes out. Down, and Ander Herrera hits it. Oh, not all convincing by Guzan. And Wayne Rooney has put it in. And that's bizarre. And the boxing celebration's back as well. Oh, Brad Guzan. I don't know what happened after the... Well, let's see. Ander Herrera brings it down and hits it. That's caught completely unawares. But what was Guzan doing? Wayne Rooney should not be scoring that. As acrobatics... I think Guzan's at fault there, to be honest. I could be wrong. Maybe Guzan slipped a little bit. I mean, the conditions aren't that treacherous. Well, Wayne Rooney breaks a duck. He's not scored in quite some time. And, well, it wasn't the most powerful shot in the world. It was something that Guzan pretty much should have dealt with, but he didn't. So, Manchester United are 1-up. And they've started much brighter than they did against Spurs. Not that they didn't start bright in the first place, but in the second half they pretty much fell apart. Michael Carrick. Aston Villa now have to come from behind. And I think they did against Bournemouth, to be fair. Here's Ayew. Great ball there from, I don't know who that was. Rava puts it in, and Romero grabs it once again out of the air. Romero is looking really good at the moment at reading plays. Herrera, you probably wouldn't have said that about the goal, but the defence did fall apart in front of him, to be honest. And this is Berahino up against Richards. Former Manchester City player, Mika Richards. Someone that I didn't expect to sign for Aston Villa. Tim Sherwood really pulled that one out of the hat. Here's Ayew. It's a bad ball, and Ashley Young, former Aston Villa player, is going to pick that one up. Square ball to Memphis. Memphis didn't have the best of first touches. It's happened to Rava. Rava's going to put it in again, headed up by Darmian. Corner. Manchester United starting really well in this first half, and they got on the scoreboard early. Really breaking a duck. And United are up by 1 on the road. And it seems to be that Manchester United's main problem is their home form at the moment. Okor skies it. Much is known about Okor, except that he skied that one. I don't think he even hit the ball that cleanly, to be honest, on the replay. Romero did play well against Tottenham. You really can't blame him for the goal they conceded. And he played some really good saves in this first half here as well. So as the David De Gea transfer saga continues, Johnston continues to make the bench. David De Gea hasn't played yet. There's Sanchez. Carlos Sanchez, that is. Rather has swapped wings by the looks of it. Corn. Picked out by Ashley Young. Sergio Berhinho can't get the ball again. And Berhinho did not see a lot of the ball at Old Trafford against Spurs. I think he saw it once and forced the goalkeeper into a save, I believe, or at least a shot at the post. Picked in by Westwood, and Yetnev puts it straight out. Good clearance by the youngster on his first clearance. McCall. Sanchez. And a shot there, and I argue it's far too way out. And Romero is able to throw that out, although he's thrown it over the throw-in line. And he's thrown to Aston Villa, and Hutton in particular. Here's Amada. Sanchez. To Amada, back to Von Holt. Good positioning and passing there by Villa. Give him credit there. Good pass. Sanchez is going to be closed down by, I think it's Darmian. He's going to put it out of play. Let's have another look at the goal from Wayne Rooney, and it's not the most convincing of positioning by Guzan here. I think he's at fault, to be honest. I'm not sure what happened. Whoa. The camera just went completely haywire. I don't know whether it was that hit a camera in the goal or something, but the camera just went completely nuts. Von Holt. Sanchez. Von Holt again. Here's Amada. Manchester United involved in that Champions League qualifier against Bruges next. And no doubt Manchester United will qualify from that match. You have to think they will. They played particularly well here in this first half. And with the goal kick. Westwood to Rava. There's Von Holt. And Von Holt shoots. And I think he was going off balance there. That was always going to count against him. I think Romero would have saved that anyway. And he was wondering, why didn't he pass to me? Look at his face there. Right, a square ball to Rava. Rava's going to have plenty of space here. It's going to be immediately picked up by Matthew Darmian. Westwood. Luke Shaw just about getting there and taking it out of play. Good kick by Shaw. Unfortunately, Young can't get there in front of Richards. Here's Rava. Rava and Darmian's been caught flat-footed. Here's Amavi. And kicked out by Yetnev, and hopefully he's signalling a free kick to United. By the looks of it. Well, next for Aston Villa will be Selhurst Park and Crystal Palace. And takes the free kick. Cool, bad touch all the way to Guzan. He can't pick it up. V. Westwood. Holt. Sanchez skips over it. And Sanchez actually gets in front of Herrera. Or Carrick there. Carrick ever present, getting it back though. New away kick from Manchester United being debuted here. He's in front of Shaw, headed away by Darmian. 3 minutes of added time. Westwood, just a little looking to try and get a goal before the break. Oh, Wayne Rooney's picked it up. Now, And he's got plenty to aim for, including Memphis Depay. That is a wonderful pass. And unfortunately, he was trying to be unselfish. But he probably should have took it on himself. But for being unselfish, I guess. By Arnu. United free kick. He's offside. And Ander Herrera was oncoming there, and I think that was the person that kept up with Memphis as he was on the break. Oh, Memphis, that's a beautiful piece of skill. Header comes in, that's Herrera, I think. That is the end of the first half, and the whole 10 is pretty silent at the moment as Manchester United have a 1-0 lead. Brad Guzan not in the best of form there. I think he probably should have saved that, to be honest. But Manchester United, well, it was acrobatic from Rooney, but it really should have been saved, but it wasn't. And that means at the break, Aston Villa are down by 1-0.